Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. Now I'm going to be working in the cottage today, but it's absolutely pouring down, so I'm going to take that opportunity to walk around and check all the leaky downpipes and gutters, see what I'm dealing with. So yeah, I'm just going to take advantage of it while it's raining. That's always the best way to assess the problems. So roof sheet still intact, that's great. There's no gutters, downpipes to worry about on the front. So let's go around the back. So what we have is quite a few, there we are, quite a few gutters that all lead down to here. That one goes down, goes into the ground and then out the front. Didn't see too much coming out of there, so better check that out. Okay, we've got quite a lot of water coming out of this gutter, splashing up there. Same there. Yeah, pretty much what I expected. Same there. That's what it does, it makes puddles. Erodes the soil away, so. Okay. Now the area that I thought would be the worst, when it is leaking, I think all the leaves have plugged the hole. That's the repair that I've done. So, okay. Move the problem further down. Now it isn't leaking down the wall, but it is splashing up the wall at the base. So for now, the worst points, I'm just going to lay some of that tin up against the wall so it diverts the water away. Yeah, it's making ruts and puddles there, which I don't want. Oh, God, that is horrid out there. While it's a good idea to check out the gutters and everything when it's raining, it's not so good to walk about in the clay when it's pouring down. Anyway, done a few temporary repairs and put some damp pipes back, so that should help with the damp problem. Right, I'm glad I'm indoors. Let's go upstairs. So we're going to pick up where we left off. Now in the last video I attached this new purlin to the underside of our old one. I started bricking up around both purlins there to get that secure, as did I do there. Okay, so I'm going to continue working on the rafters. I'm happy that that is now quite secure, and also above me is secure with some temporary props. So got my hard hat on, my bump cap, ready for work. It's really whipped up into quite some storm now. Not too bad because I'm over this side of the cottage. There's quite a few carious loose tiles from the barn that side. At the moment I'm okay, as long as that tarpaulin don't rip, should be okay. Well, it's not leaking the window, so it's a good test. Hope it holds. But we're certainly not going to let a little storm stop us from working. Okay, right, I've got 3 metre length rafters. I've worked it out. If I cut them in the middle, I get 2 out of each one, save on wastage, and that way it picks up with both the purlins. So these are our new rafters. Simple case of cutting them in half and just fitting them in there. What could be simpler, he says. Well, in actual fact, this section shouldn't be too bad because it's fairly sort of straight, flat. It's only when we get up to that level there that the timbers sort of bow and the battens have bowed. So you know, when you come to put a straight piece up, it's not so easy. And then just on the opposite side, I have put a new one in there in a previous video. I shall do the same there. Put another one in here. Now this stonework needs a little bit more attention. It's just a simple case of filling out with either stones or bricks, making it weather tight. All this loose lime render is coming off. I may render that, I may not, depends on the stonework. And then either side will probably be rendered, and then I'm going to build a stud-work internal wall on the inside, highly insulated. We're getting there. That didn't sound good. A big gust of wind and a crash of some tiles. Right, I'm going to investigate outside to see what that was. I'll have to halt work for a moment. Oh, that weather has got bad. Oh yeah. Well, I was lucky no one was here. Lots of smashed tiles. Yeah, that's not going to hold out much longer. Okay, it's just gone up another level of priority. Yeah, okay. Now I do have a confession to make. I'm not able to run my chop saw from my EcoFlow battery unit. Now I'm going to contact EcoFlow to see whether they've got a higher capacity. This is just too much. It just can't produce enough power from this unit, so having to run it from the mains. Now I do most of the cuts by hand, but in this particular case I'm going to use the saw, so let's use some mains power. First time. I'm just going to let it die down a little bit. I mean, there is loose tiles near where I'm working as well, and the wind is whipping through up there, so I think I'm going to take this opportunity. I spoke in a previous video about purchasing a wood burner for the fireplace. Well, I've just checked online and they've only got one more in stock, so once it's gone, you know, when I go to buy that one, it's going to be another 200 or 300 euros. So although I'm not exactly ready for it right now, if I don't get it now, it's going to cost me more in the long run. So I'm going to take this opportunity, like I say, until the storm dies down a little bit. It's not so dodgy out there or indoors. I'm going to go and get the fire, and yeah, we'll bring it back and have a look at it. Okay, let's go get that fire. And this is the one. 499. 7-star. It's probably one of the best sort of eco rating that you can get, I think. A rating, 8 kilowatt. Fantastic quality. I had a good look over it. I just popped in here just to make sure they had it in stock. And then I've got my camera. So that gentleman there has just gone to check that there is another one in stock. If not, I might have to take this one, which is not a problem. I wonder if I can get the price down a little bit. Yeah, as I was saying, fantastic quality. I've got one of these at home in Victor. They're made in France. The cast iron is what they call virgin, which means it hasn't been made from melted down other components. It is pure, so there's less chance of it cracking, which is great. This was the other one I was considering, but on reflection, no. And there we go. So we're going to go for that one. What's it called? A Rollo. Yeah, nice wide opening. Half a metre logs in there, 50 centimetres, nice and tall as well, so you get plenty of flame and heat out. Air wash system, which means it pulls the flame over the glass, which keeps it clean. Yeah, I'll be more than happy with that one. And these are slightly different design, they're a bit more taller. It wouldn't really work in the opening fireplace we've got, so I think that's a good compromise, this one. Yes, we're going to have to go for the model, display model. There's no smaller price. I did ask, he firmly said no, so I'm not going to chance my luck. I'm just going to take this one. He's going to get a trolley, so we're going to have to lift it on. Get a glove. Somebody else is trying to buy it. Must be good. good look over.
C'est bon large. Pour moi. Ah oui, 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 oui. Ça fait bon large, on est obligé de couper.
Grande.
Voilà.
Oui, oui. Pour moi, c'est parfait.
Voilà, c'est ça, voilà. Pour couper, c'est par petits bouts. C'est ça qui est embêtant.
C'est grande.
Oui, voilà.
Ça.
Ouais, voilà, ça c'est bien.
No, he said it wasn't wide enough opening for his logs. Okay, here comes the machine. So he's just fetching his colleague to give him assistance. He won't let me help him for insurance, I would imagine, so not being lazy. It's rather heavy, which is a good sign.
Tu fais pas beaucoup d'efforts hein, quand même. Ah, ouais.
Back home now, safe and sound. It's pouring down, so I'm not going to attempt it yet. I'm going to wait for my son Tom to turn up and he can help me lift out and get it somewhere secure. So yeah, what a bargain. I had to grab the display model. Yeah, that's the only one they had left, and probably saved myself, I think, about 300 to 400. I've seen them, you know, for nearly double that price online. So yeah, I'm well pleased with that. So I'm not ready for it, you know, it's a little bit inconvenient, but I'll wrap it up and store it somewhere. Then when it comes to installing it, I've already got it. So, you know, saved myself a few €100. Time for a quick cuppa and check on those kittens. Hello kitties. It looks like I've just woken them up now. Looks like they've gone down one of my coats and decided to sleep on it. Hello Fifi. Hello. The little terror's waking up yet? Hello. Alright, I'm not forgetting about you. So, there's little Bobby. The terror. He's the leader of the pack, or she's the leader of the pack at the moment. She's leading them on all little missions, climbing missions mostly. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, you're the mischievous one, aren't you? I wouldn't melt in your mouth, but yeah, little terror loves climbing. Now, coming here the other day, Tom called me. So I found 3 of the kittens. They're climbing up the curtain, but I can't find Bobby. I couldn't find her anywhere. Anyway, we looked at the top of the curtain, across the pole, and she was doing a tightrope walk across the top of the pole. So, yeah, very mischievous. There's Mummy Fifi. Good girl, aren't you? We don't leave you out, do we? Won't let her go that she was a kitten. It's very curious. So I'm going to get this fire inside. Here goes the big reveal. I know you've already seen it. So what I'm going to do now is put all the components back on it and then put the plastic over it, dust sheet as well, so you're getting into it, and then wrap it in plastic. Let's hope I'm not needing this too soon. Plenty of bags, one over the back, one over the front. Managed to get 7 additional pieces in here to strengthen the roof up. I've got to fix them, but I like to lay it all out first. Now, this one has got to come out, that's got to come out, and that one's got to come out. So I've got 3 to come out in this area. We'll have to double up on the sides. Now obviously, because there's a storm blowing outside, I can't cut these and open up the roof, so that's as far as I can go in this area. Oops. So what we'll have cross pieces like that, and that'll be the opening for the window. And then we'll move on to the top purling. Now I haven't got any more rafters left, so I can't continue any further on this side. I've got another purling, so now what I plan to do this side is just remove a bit of stonework just above the old purling, just to allow for the end of that to go into the wall. And this end will just be cut in to fit nicely over the A-frame. And then we'll just address it the same as we've dealt with the others. We'll fix through, and that will stiffen it right up. And then what we can do, we can pack off of that with our rafters, so it locks it all together. And also I'd like to just thank everyone for their kind support and donations through Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee, and also Super Chat. I mean, you really have helped me march on with this project, and I really do appreciate it. So yeah, if you want to be active in supporting me, you can go over, link in the description for the Patreon and the Buy Me a Coffee, and it will be much appreciated. Right, let's get this cut. Right, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.